Dark clouds hang low over the great estate of Collinwood. The sleeping house seems to be at peace. But in an old house on the grounds, an act of treachery is about to take place. For one man intends to end a project, and the end will mean misery and death to many.
Maggie isn't gonna die for you.
Willie! If you touch that body, I will kill you. Drop that knife. Drop it, Willie. You have an explanation, I'm sure. You must, when you know what will happen if we don't bring this body alive. Adam will kill Vicky and everyone here at Collinswood. Now tell me, why did you try to ruin the experiment? Answer me.
You're gonna use Maggie to bring that alive.
I have to bring it alive. You know that. Somebody has to provide the life force.
Use Julia.
She must run the experiment.
Use Vicky.
No.
Barnabas, look. There must be another girl you can use. I mean, why Maggie? I mean, what made you ever think of Maggie? What did she do to you?
She did nothing to me. It just so happens that she is the most available.
I remember when you wanted me help to become Josette.
Before you fancied yourself in love with her.
Oh, Barnabas, that's not it at all. She's just had such a rough time. I mean, Adam killing her father and all. I mean, you can't ask her to risk her life for him.
She will not be risking her life.
You say that, but I remember before you went to provide the life for Adam. I remember what you told me. Yeah, you said your body would just be a shell, that you would live in Adam. Now, you said that yourself right upstairs.
I need hardly point out that it didn't work out that way.
Yeah, but this time it might. And then Maggie...
You trust Julia. You trust me. Now, Willie, don't interfere with this. Look at me. Promise you will do nothing to ruin this experiment. Say it.
Okay, Barnabas. I'll promise. If you swear you won't use Maggie.
I cannot promise that.
Barnabas, I'll get you another girl.
No, Willie. Now just forget about the experiment.
Barnabas, I can't just forget about it. I can't.
You have to. You must accept what's going to happen. There's no point in trying to pretend that something cannot happen. Now, do you understand it, Willie?
Yeah, I understand that you want me to step out of the way while you force Maggie to do this. Now, that's what I understand.
Do you think that I enjoy the thought of what's going to happen here? Do you think I want to involve anyone in this?
I guess you don't. I guess we all do just what we have to do.
just can't believe it. Can't believe that Jeff would change so completely and so suddenly.
Just as Joe did.
But he always wanted a good, steady job. He talked about it all the time, and then when Roger offered him one...
Well, Joe just quit his job. I thought I knew him so well. What a fool I was.
Oh, I don't think we're fools. No. They both changed.
There was no reason.
But there must have been a reason, and we just didn't see it. I thought perhaps it was my fault that Jeff didn't accept Roger's offer. That maybe somehow his pride was hurt because perhaps he thought he'd gotten the offer because of me. But Jeff is more sensible than that. There's got to be something else.
Well, have you seen him since you broke the engagement? Well, I ran into Joe in town. He just grinned and said hello and then kept walking. It was like we were just acquaintances. That really rocked me, Vicky. That was the man I was going to spend the rest of my life with. I wanted to just run home and cry.
I wonder what it's going to be like when I see Jeff. I dread it. But I want to see him. That's the terrible part. I daydream about it all the time. He'll come up here. He'll say he was wrong.
Well, I think most men have trouble doing that.
Hello, Vicky.
Oh, this.
Maggie, what a pleasant surprise.
We're just having coffee. Would you like some?
I'd love some.
Right, I'll get a cup.
Oh, don't if it's any trouble.
It's no trouble.
Well, Maggie, I was meaning to call on you today. I've been wondering how you've been getting along.
Oh, I've been fine, Barnabas.
I imagine you're rather lonely without your father.
Yes, I am.
You've had to make many adjustments.
It's funny. This period of my life, I just seem to be waiting for something. I don't know what. But it's almost as if I'm in a kind of a vacuum. I somehow hate to break. Well, I'll have to, of course. I have to get a job soon.
Here in Collinsport.
I don't know. I thought I'd go to Boston soon. See what I could find there.
Well, I hope you don't do that.
Well, at the moment, I feel like changing my whole life. But then when the time comes, I probably won't even go. I'll take one look around the house, and I'll wonder I ever thought I could leave.
Have you told your plans about leaving to anyone else?
Just Vicky.
Well, Maggie, I want you to consider me your friend. If there's anything I can do, if I can be of any help, please think of me, that I'll do anything for you.
That's very nice, Barnabas.
I hope I'm not intruding.
Of course you're not.
Well, I have to be leaving. I have some shopping to do in town.
Maggie, will I see you again before you go to Boston?
Well, if I do go, I'll probably not. But we'll talk.
All right, you call me.
All right. And goodbye, Barnabas, and thank you very much for everything.
Of course, Maggie.
Let me know about your plans.
Yes.
Well, Vicky, you're looking well.
Am I? I haven't looked at myself in the mirror all day. David was going off to a camping trip. It was quite something getting him off.
You know, Vicky, I heard about you and Jeff. I'm sorry if you're unhappy about it. Well, I certainly never meant to say anything that would obviously give you pain, but it's better that you know these things now.
Yes, you're right.
You know, I was thinking that perhaps next week we could go into Bangor for a concert. I had missed your company.
I think I'd like that.
You mean that, or are you just being polite?
Oh, of course I mean it.
Good, then I will get the tickets. We will all do our best to see that you forget him.
I know you will. I just wish that I knew if I wanted to.
I will do everything to see that you are not unhappy. I promise you that.
Maggie?
Willie, you frightened me.
Maggie, I'm sorry. I was afraid I would, but I knocked at the front door and you didn't hear me.
Well, let's go in the living room.
No, Maggie, let me say what I have to write here.
Willie, what's wrong?
Well, don't ask me that because I can't tell you.
Willie, what is it?
Maggie, would you like to go away for a while?
What do you mean? Why do you ask?
Here's $50.
Willie, why would you give me $50?
Well, because I know you haven't got much money, and I know it's so expensive to travel.
Well, I'm not going anywhere.
But you got to go. And you got to leave tonight. And now, look, there's a bus leaving for Bangor in a half an hour. Now, I checked it all out. Now, you pack your bag, and I'm going to drive you to the bus station.
Oh, Willie, you're not making any sense.
Maggie, I'm a friend of yours.
Well, yes.
You know, I wouldn't want you to do anything that you shouldn't do.
Well, I hope not.
Now, sometimes you just got to take the advice of friends.
Why do you want me to leave town?
Because things are happening, Maggie, that you don't know anything about. Things that I can't tell you. But I know I'm speaking the truth. Now there are people. These people, they got plans, and they're including you, and you don't even know about it.
What plans?
Now, Maggie, please, just let me finish what I'm saying. I mean, what do you think I'm here? Why, I'm so worried about you. That's why I'm here. Now, please, would you just believe me? Would you just go pack a bag?
Willie, I can't run.
Maggie, you're in danger.
What kind of danger?
These people, they got plans for you.
What people, Willie? Well, what people?
If I tell you, will you promise to go?
Well, if it makes any sense.
Barnabas, he's involved. Now, look, it's not his fault, but he's in it whether he likes it or not. Maggie, what are you shaking your head for?
Barnabas has plans that will put me into danger.
Yeah.
Willie, you've got to be wrong.
I'm not.
Well, I just saw Barnabas this morning. He couldn't have been nicer. He offered to help me any way he could.
Well, he must have had a reason for that, I'm sure. Look, Maggie, you got to get out of here. It's going to happen pretty soon.
What is? Willie, you just keep talking in circles.
Maggie, that's because I have to talk in circles.
Well, Willie, you certainly don't expect me to run simply because you tell me.
Yeah, you got to.
Willie, I don't know what's wrong with you.
Now, don't you go ahead thinking I'm crazy. I'm not, because I've never been saner than I am right now.
Willie, you haven't given me one
Reason? What are you talking about, Reason? Why do you think I'm here?
Well, I think you've had a fight with Barnabas and you're upset.
Oh, yeah, I had a fight with him, all right, but that's not why I'm upset. Now, look, I got my loyalties to Barnabas because he's been good to me, and I'm being as loyal to him as I can be. But, Maggie, look, if you're not here, he can find somebody else.
For what? For what, Willie? Willie. Now, you can't answer that question, and we don't have anything more to talk about. Now, I'm not going to leave tonight. That's absurd. And if you and I are going to continue to be friends, and you've got to stop getting so worked up. I don't know what's happened, but I do know that Barnabas wouldn't do anything to harm me.
Adam.
You don't work anymore at all. Why?
Adam, let me go.
You were here this morning and now this evening, too.
I don't have to account for my actions.
Yes, you do, Barnabas. While you visit the girl you love, I am still alone. Whose fault is that?
The body is nearly ready.
If you had worked today, it would be even more so, wouldn't it, Barnabas? You're not living up to what you agreed to do.
I am.
I don't believe you. Shall I go follow Victoria Winters to her room tonight? It's your decision, Barnabas. Shall I kill her tonight?
I gotta do something. If she won't go without knowing the reason, I gotta get her away, even if she hates me. No. No. After it's over, after they found a life force, then I'll explain it to her. She'll understand then. But how am I gonna save her? Chloroform. That's it.
Julia!
Why was the chair knocked over? There's no one here. Your imagination, that's all.
I'm sorry. I don't want to do this. I gotta do it, Maggie. Something terrible would happen to you if I didn't do it. Please forgive me. Forgive me, Maggie. I'm sorry.
Maggie! Maggie! It's Barnabas Collins. I must see you. She's gone.
Shall I go to Victoria Winter's room tonight? Shall I kill her tonight, Barnabas? Shall I?